Hello, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about the structural formats for the body paragraphs of your problem solution research paper. Most of us are familiar with the three main points type of essay, and it's actually one of the most common structures used in academic writing. However, this model typically limits the number of main ideas to three, which allows each point to be explored in greater depth. In a 6-paragraph body, you could dedicate 2 paragraphs to each main point rather than just having that 5-paragraph essay. Although it is common to persuasive essays, it's most commonly used with a central argument that's backed up by supporting ideas. When you're looking at a problem solution paper, you want to set it up a little bit different. A problem solution model is still used for persuasive writing. It's set up for you to have a 2-part structure. In the first half of your paper, you describe the problem in your field that you're focused on. And then in the second half, you propose solutions to fixing this problem. Obviously, there's a lot of variation to how you would apply this to your topic. This is the basic, simple formula for presenting a problem solution paper. A sample thesis statement for this type of paper would be: consumers, industry leaders, and elected representatives need to collaborate to ensure that Parmesan cheese manufacturers do not cut their product with wood pulp, Romano cheese, and other ingredients, as has happened in several recent high-profile instances. So that sets up a problem of how the product is being prepared, and then the solution would follow in the paper, or the solutions to what could be done and how it should be done. After you set up this outline for your problem solution paper, you are going to run into your conclusions. The conclusions play a vital role in the effectiveness of any persuasive writing. Just like lawyers save their most powerful arguments for their closing statements, and salespeople focus their energy on sealing the deal, writers should aim to leave a strong final impression. In many television commercials you may see, it ends with a memorable jingle or slogan to stick in the viewer's mind. That same principle applies to academic writing. A strong conclusion will leave your readers with a clear and lasting message about the main point of your paper. Now, you are presenting a problem with a solution. You want your readers to go out and support and make changes for that solution can take place. You will do that through a strong conclusion. Even though conclusions are a key part of strong writing, many writers often miss the chance to make their final paragraph impactful. The conclusion is more than just a summary. It's an opportunity to leave the readers with a lasting impression. Fortunately, with a few simple strategies, any writer can learn to write strong, memorable conclusions. Let's look at a couple of these strategies. The first one is to circle around to the introduction, and that does not mean to just restate your thesis. Think of the hook you used. If you began your introduction with a short anecdote, use your conclusion to reconsider it in light of what you've discussed in your essay. If you began your essay with a quotation, a statistic, or an interesting fact, you can now reintroduce this information, and based on the evidence your paper supported, it's going to be stronger. Don't just repeat what you said, but demonstrate what we as readers have learned over the course of studying your essay. Another way is to put out a call to action. So you have a problem, you've explained it, you have a solution. What do readers need to do to make your solution a reality? How can a reader translate the information you have provided into a concrete plan of action? So, depending on your topic, you can use that final paragraph to urge readers to change some particular behavior, write a letter to Congressperson, or simply cultivate a new way of thinking about an issue. This type of conclusion helps your writer connect in a very direct way with the reader, and it ensures that your reader will come away from your essay with an appreciation for the urgency of your topic. Third way, explain your why. What is the significance of the topic? Academic essays tend to focus very narrowly on particular details related to a research topic, but a conclusion provides an opportunity for a writer to step back and consider the big picture. If you choose your own writing topic, there must have been something that drew you to that topic. Use your conclusion to zoom out from the particulars of your topic to consider the larger question of how your topic is related to the broad themes of human life on planet Earth, such as helping others, achieving self-worth, and making the world a better place. In considering these kinds of universal themes, you can help your reader arrive at a clearer understanding of why your topic is important to discuss. Another way is to think about the future. So, a conclusion is an obvious open discussion into speculations about what the future holds for your topic. Discussions about the future can generally be broken down into either positive or negative outlooks, both of which can be employed with powerful rhetorical effect. The formula is as follows. If people do X, all of these great things will happen. However, if people do Y, all these terrible consequences will unfold. This is extremely effective for a persuasive essay, but it also can be applied in various ways to different genres. Another way to look at your conclusion is to consider unanswered questions. You've spent the entire essay telling what's known about your topic. Consider your final paragraph to comment on what remains unknown. In every field of human knowledge, there is a borderline, a frontier of understanding, beyond which lies a murky territory of unanswered and even unasked questions. Articulating these questions and speculating on possible answers leaves your readers with a sense of curiosity and wonder, even as it establishes your own authority as a writer who is familiar with these cutting-edge controversies related to your topic. These questions also stimulate further inquiry on the part of you and your readers, establishing a sense that your essay is one part of a wider intellectual project. Now, obviously, those are 5 ways. It is recommended that you utilize more than one. You can connect back to your thesis or your hook, but also have a call to action. You should probably not use all 5 of them, but pull out a couple that will strengthen what you want to say and what you want to present to your readers. Okay, everyone, good luck writing them.